We are going to do something very beautiful for the person that you love in your life. Marry Me Pie is one of many pies that we make at Catherine Street. This is basically a steak, cheese and mushroom pie. So we make, first of all, this incredible pastry. Flour, butter, suet, salt, pepper, and then cold water. While that's resting, we get on with the stew. You get the short ribs and we season them generously with black pepper, some salt, some beautiful chopped rosemary and thyme, and a little bit of flour, and we just encrust the short ribs in that. And then we brown it off in a big pan with a little olive oil and butter. Once you've got it nice and golden, we can remove those short ribs and we go back in again with fresh oil and butter, and we fry off some beautiful shallots, carrots and celery that we've roughly chopped. Let that cook for about 10 minutes until it's sweet and gorgeous. So when it comes to the mushrooms, we're going to use both fresh and dried. We take dried porcini, put it into a glass bowl, top it up with boiling water to rehydrate. That is a really deep and savoury and mysterious flavour. Then, with the fresh porcini, we'll cook those with a little garlic, a little thyme, salt, pepper, and just do beautiful fried mushrooms and put it to the side to cool down. At this point, we stir through a generous amount of tomato puree, some flour to thicken. We then go back in with the short ribs. Then we go in with some lovely stout or beer or IPA or whatever you truly love. We take the porcini out, just roughly chop it, and then into the pan it goes. We'll make sure everything's covered. We'll just bring it to a simmer, then I'll pop a lid on top, and we'll let that cook in the oven really low for about 5 hours until the meat falls off the bone. Now, we put the whole stew through a coarse colander, and that thick gravy will go through, and that will be your gravy to have with your pie later. And then in the colander, you create the perfect consistency for a pie filling. We'll remove the bones, and we'll just flake it up, and then we'll just let it cool down. This is the fun bit. We make the pie. We'll roll out that amazing pastry, about 1/2 centimetre thick. We'll take a lovely dish and we'll push it into the mould. We then generously grate in some Mrs. Kirkham's Lancashire cheese, my favourite cheese. We put some of that at the bottom. Then we go in with the beautiful short rib filling on top. Once the meat's in, I pat it down, put the lovely mushrooms on top that we've cooked, and then a little bit more cheese on the top. And finally, a beautiful pie top. We roll out any of the trimmings, and because it's a Marry Me pie, we'll use a heart cutter just to cut out some hearts to put around this beautiful pie. Egg wash, and then we make a little hole in the middle and in the oven at 160 to 170 degrees Celsius for about 40 to 50 minutes. At Catherine Street, that will come to the table, often served for 2 people. So what are you waiting for? Come in and enjoy one.